Hi, guys. Just want to introduce myself. My name is Jeff Kruger, and I am the new mayor here in Walnut Grove. Very excited about being that. Just do me a favor when you see me, just call me Jeff. That would be great. But very excited about being the mayor here in Walnut Grove and the things that are going on here at Walnut Grove and everything with that. Just want to take some time to just talk to you today about some different things that are taking place, some different things that are happening. First of all, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. Married with 6 kids, and excited to celebrate life with them and everything that they do. My wife teaches locally here at the school, Walnut Grove School. She teaches history. My oldest daughter, teaches facts here at the school as well. And then I've got a 21-year-old son, a 19-year-old daughter, two 11-year-olds, and a 9-year-old. And the two 11-year-olds and 9-year-old both attend here at Walnut Grove, and then our 21-year-old son and 19-year-old daughter, they graduated from here in Walnut Grove. So love this community, love what it stands for, love what it's about. But just want to kind of give you a few updates about what's going on within the city right now. At the last city council meeting back on April the 16th, we passed an ordinance to get rid of our R4 zoning. And so basically what that means for the city is that right now our R1, R2, R3, and what we had in R4 went by the number of units that could be put on an acre. And R4 was 11 units per acre. And so we have taken that off of our books. And how that helps is if somebody were to come in and want to build something to a big scale of that, like 11 units or an apartment complex that would fit on those areas. When they start that application process, our city clerk is able to basically say, we do not have any zoning for that. And so that kind of stops that process, allows them to, excuse me, go back to the drawing board. They can go to our planning and zoning and ask for them to do a variance with that and to do those different things. But hopefully that just stops that process right there. So I just wanted to let you know what was going on with that. Also, at our last board meeting, we introduced a first reading for a fireworks ordinance. And right now, the city of Walnut Grove does not allow the sale of fireworks within the city, and also only allows for fireworks to be shot off on July the 4th. And so the first reading of the new bill basically read that it shall be lawful for businesses licensed with the city for fireworks sales to sell within the corporate city limits beginning on June 20th and ending on July 5th. And with wanting to do that, we've got a person that's very interested in that. And so they brought that to our board, and we had the first reading on that. Also, in doing that, it would allow for the discharge of fireworks on July 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And so that would be different things. And so that would be discharging them between 30 minutes before sunset to midnight with that. So anyway, so that's a great opportunity that we have to bring some more business into Walnut Grove. Excuse me while I've got a frog in my throat. But it's a great opportunity for us to bring some more business here to Walnut Grove, and also to expand when we can shoot off some fireworks. I know there's going to be some concerns about that. We're going to put a couple of email addresses on this so that you can respond to that. If you've got concerns, we encourage you to call the city hall, to email, and just let us know what those concerns are. Or if you're like, hey, this is a great idea, let's do it. And so we look for both of those. We really want both of those opinions to be able to have that. So that will come back up again in our May meeting for a second reading. And if it passes in our May meeting, that will become an ordinance here within the city. Just talk to you about our water and sewer a little bit. We are very fortunate to be a small town that runs their own water and sewer plant. A lot of small towns are being bought up by big companies and different things like that to run their water and sewer. And I know I've had several people have mentioned to me they heard back in I think it was June or July, whenever the city auditor was here to give us yet another clean audit. And we appreciate Eric and his hard work as city clerk to make sure that all of our finances are in order with that. But yeah, another clean audit, which is awesome to see. They had mentioned that we were probably going to have to be looking at the water and sewer rates. And from what I understand, there was a water sewer increase several years back, and we really haven't done anything with that. And so we are going to have to begin that process of looking at what we need to do to be able to keep our water and sewer local, which is really what we want to do. We want to be able to keep that local. And so we are beginning to look at that process. Missouri Rural Water is doing some surveying for us so that we can kind of see what the next steps are. And so we will try to keep you the best informed in doing that as we move forward with that. We really want to be able to communicate with our residents. A lot of times all we hear is the negative or the gossip or this or that. And, if you ever hear something and you're like, is that true? We encourage you to contact the city hall. We encourage you to contact me, our city clerks, anybody like that, because typically they will have the answer that is an appropriate answer. Sometimes you might not like the answer we give you, but that's going to be what happens with that. Just want to say I appreciate the administrative assistants here at the Walnut Grove City Hall. They have done a great job. We celebrated that this week with some coffee and some donut holes, and just celebrated them and all the hard work that they put in, and I appreciate that. We have great city employees here in Walnut Grove, from our police officers to our city administration to public works and all those things. And so we do have a great group of people that work hard for you, the citizen of Walnut Grove. Like I said, we really want to be able to communicate well with you, and that takes some response on your part. It's important for you guys to communicate to us. We don't know what your frustrations are. We don't know what concerns are. We don't know what praises are. Maybe you catch somebody doing a good job and you want to share that with us. We don't know that unless you let us know. And like I said, unfortunately, sometimes we get it through the rumor mill, and you know how that game of telephone ends. It starts with something funny or whatever, and then at the end, you're like got a monkey and an alligator, and they're fighting over a golf ball. You know how that goes, and everything. So you can always contact the City Hall by phone. We do have phone lines, 417-788-2596. You can contact our city clerk at cityclerkwgmo@gmail.com. You could also contact me as the mayor at mayorwgmo@gmail.com. And so we look forward to hearing from you. This has been a little longer than I probably anticipated being, but being the first one, we just wanted to share several things with you. May you guys have a great day. God bless you. God bless the city of Walnut Grove.